Hello, this is Fans, and today I will leave a quick guide from all the side missions from the game Doodle Champion Island. Games begin from Google team in Google Doodles. I suggest you to play this game in the last day it went out because it has all the content available. Either way, I leave the link from this game in case you want to play it in the description down below. So, in this game we had 24 side missions in total. Easy missions, missions with a travel destination, and unlockable missions. And let's get started, shall we? We start to the place from Yoichi. This mission is simple. You meet with this Mr. Pig and he will ask you for pick up 5 arrows scattered around the place. Once you finish, you come back with Mr. Pig and you have finished the quest. What is funny is that the pig had the audacity to steal all the credit for your hard work while he was just staying there doing nothing. You start the mission by speaking to a fish. Apparently, he shot the arrow too high and he might lose his lucky arrow forever, so you have to take it back. After going to the roof of the building from this guy, you come back with the fish, and the end the fish didn't care for his lucky arrow because he substitutes with a new one. Nice. This mission will help you to unlock the second skateboarding challenge in the Tanuki City. In order to unlock it, you have to go to the Tanuki Sanctuary, or his home, wherever, and you must talk with this little guy. Accidentally, he will tell you the password of the secret park. Go over this guy and you have to unlock the park. This park is a hard version from the first skateboarding challenge, but it's pretty good in my opinion, but recommended. You start by talking to a fox on a corner of the village from Tengu. He will ask you to turn on all the lamps that is in the middle of the village. Once you did that, talk to the fox again and you will have unlocked the medium difficulty in the table tennis with the Tengu. You start the mission by entering a house in the Tanuki City. This other lady will ask you for a lost book in the library and of course, just set it. You go to the library, but before doing anything, you will see a message, a secret message, saying, "I miss you, love. Go to the secret beach alone tonight." Without giving too much thinking, you end up giving the book back. Funny thing is that, in fact, you will see an NPC waiting in the secret beach for his love. Maybe she went over the beach? We'll never know. You start the mission by talking with this fox. "This will be our secret." And he will tell you that this village has been abandoned because apparently when the Tengu plays tennis table, it makes incredible winds that destroy everything around him. So he asks you to take the hand fan. When you almost got his hand fan from Tengu, he talks to you, a sleep reminds you, and in the process of the conversation, he noticed that his invisible cape was taken from someone. So, of course, as a good cat, you resolve the mystery. You notice that the thief is an octopus and the only reason he stole the cape is because he can do more mischievousness. So, of course, you force the octopus to return the cape and apologize to the Tengu. In the end, Tengu will ask you why you want his hand fan in the first place. You told him that it's for stopping to destroying the village with his strong winds. He, in the end, will stop doing that because doing the wind was just a trick from his. So, it's a win-win situation. You start the mission by talking with this fox. "This will be our secret." And he will ask you to find his bottle. You can find it in the very same place on the other side of the beach. Pick it up and then give it back to him. Something funny about this mission is that the fox wants to reward you with an item, but because you don't have an inventory, you have nothing. Is he self-aware that this is just a game? This is another reason of why you should love Yellow Team, fellows. This mission you will start with a very tired father who can play with his energetic daughter. So you have to play with her. You have to find her 2 times. The first time you can find her on the left side of the secret beach treehouse entrance. And the second time you will find her on the tree almost outside from the beach village. After you found her twice, she will come back beside with his father. The father will thank you and you have finished the mission. This mission is a tricky one. In order to start the mission, you might find this old cat sleeping. You have to talk with her multiple times before to wake up the cat. Once you finish talking with the cat, you have finished the mission. The most interesting thing about this mission is supposedly this cat was the last legend from the Olympic Games before you, but she's now retired and prefers sleep on the afternoons. In my opinion, she deserves a break. So let her sleep, shall we? This mission will start inside of the house. You will see a party starting, but this kid will ask her mother where is the super mountain girl. So, of course, the mom will ask you to search for her. You will find her on the little app outside from their home and she's hiding under a tree. She says that she's not a real superhero, but we convince her in the end and she returns to the party. The mission ends by thanking us by bringing the super mountain girls back. You will start this mission by talking to a ghost. Apparently the ghost wrote a letter for his son, but he never received it because the ghost passed away and before giving to him, you know. So, as a good charity cat you are, you send a message directly to her son. At the end, you're delivering the letter and finally the ghost can rest in peace. In a ruined city, you will find a frog. Apparently, it tells you that it's been raining for a while, so they want you to stop it. If you go away from the building where is located the Tengu Palace, and the very top outside from the building, you will find a Mefurikoso, a yokai from water, and the rain will follow her anywhere. She asks you to buy a ticket because she wants to share the rain everywhere around the island, but she got stuck. So, of course, you go buying that ticket. You need to go to the Tanuki city and enter to the train station. Unfortunately, all tickets went out, but the workers told you that the ramen shop has right now a promo, so you go over there. Once you talk to the owner, he tells you that he has a special promo for 50 ramen bowls. You can have a free train ticket. You tell the owner that you are the new champion from the island, so he will give you another promo that is 50 ramen bowls from the champions and a free ticket. Either way, you end up accepting the promotion and you get the ticket. When you return to the ruined village, you will give the ticket to the Amefurikoso, and she finally can go and share the rain around the city. This mission will unlock the third challenge from the tennis table with a Tengu, but I warn you, it's pretty long doing this last challenge. This mission will start when the team rugby lost his captain, Momotaro. You, as a very good girl you are, you accept the petition and find Momotaro. In the snow mountains you will find a trace of Big Peach that eventually you will find him. Momotaro only wants to visit his family because he has been busy with the rugby games, and in the end the whole team thanks you and Momotaro family are happy because their son is doing fine. You start this mission by entering a house, and a porcupine, apparently she doesn't like company at all, and she wants to be alone. But because you entered her house, she asks you for a lock by giving you a note. So as a goodwill cat you are, you accept it. You need to go to the locksmith in the volcano village. Once inside, you will give a note from the worker and he will give you 500 locks because in the note they ask this much, and then you return to her. She will say thank you in the rudest tones and you will finish this mission. If you went too far, like a step far, you will hear a lock sound. If that happens, you can't enter to her home anymore. But that's okay! Who needs to visit her anyway? You start this mission by talking to this little turtle. Apparently, this big red door was able when three sisters were sportswomen, but now they are gone along with this door. You, of course, offer to search those three sisters. You can find them in these locations, in the beach house, in the city house, and the mountain. You will find this purple sister first, and the answer for you to return is discipline. The second sister, you will find her at the peak and the freaking mountain, and you need to answer money, and finally the last sister you need to convince her by giving these rude answers I heard of, and then they respect you. After all that, when you talk with this little turtle from the beginning, you have finished the mission. Good thing is after this mission you will unlock another artistic swimming minigame, so it's good. It's good. You will start the mission by talking to this little Oni. Apparently, he can't play rugby. He asks you for a motivational book. So you go to the library. Inside of the library, you ask to the receptionist about the book, but he tells you that it's already took by someone else. The place where you need to search is around the mountains. Once inside, you will discover the bird who has the book. Once you found it, he will give you the book. Return to the volcano village and talk to the Ani again. He will get inspired, and with this, you will finish the mission. I might mention this, but you can play the hardest version of the rugby minigame. Yeah! No, but I won't touch this game. Rugby minigames are the worst. In order to start this mission, you have to talk to this lady bunny. Apparently, you need something hot for melting the big snowball that is right to the hot springs entrance. You will ask for a fire arrow from this cat, but you will need hot lava in the bottle on the volcano sun. Don't ask. After you get it, you come back to the shop and the cat gives you that fire arrow. You finish the mission by giving the fire arrow to the lady, and with this, the big snowball is no more. Funny enough, you're allowed to enter the hot spring for free, but it's a good touch. Thank you, lady. At the Tanuki city, you will find a builder who can continue the rest of the road because he's out of the water for the cement. But the bull won't go, not only because he needs to check the public work, but because he's afraid going outside from the city. So, of course, you offer a hand. You can find the bottle with water on the hot spring, go back to the pool, and he will finish the public work. Of course, he's still afraid to go outside, but at least give you a credit for being brave. So that's something. You can start the mission by talking to an Oni, who his dream is running a bakery shop at the Tanuki city, but nobody wants him because, you know, he's an Oni. So as a sweet cat you are, you search for a bakery shop in the Tanuki city for asking if there is any job for the Oni. You will find with the actual owner from the bakery shop. He told you that he's just too old and wants a retirement in the hardest place he can imagine, and he will gladly take the Oni as an employee. You tell the news with the Oni, and he is now working with a bakery shop. I love this mission in the end because the old owner just moved in the Oni house. At least he's happy and finally can retire. You start the mission by going the secret beach entrance, but you will encounter with two friends that it seems disputing about something. You go outside only to find a small crab. The crab will tell you that you should have something delicious to eat. So in that way, those two will stop fight. You will go to the bakery shop and buy a melon bread. You go back to the two friends and give it to them, and they will stop fighting. And with this, you will finish the quest. I like the detail that after the mission, the crab will ask you if you have some melon pan with you. And no, sorry crab. This mission starts on some house in front of the beach sun. There is a sculptor who ran out of the wood and she needs 3 pieces of wood. You can find it in the very same beach sun. If you already do the last mission, the secret beach will be unlocked for grabbing the last piece of wood. After you've found everything, you come back and she will finish her sculpture, and that sculpture is you. I found kinda funny that a Kijimura hurt her knees, knowing that this species is the last thing they might break is their legs. I mean, come on, there are some strong legs if you ask me. Ah, the irony. You start the mission by talking to this guy inside of one of the houses from the water village. What the guy wants is someone to buy his house. So of course you will help him, because why not? You can find the richest graph of the entire island in the secret page. In order to convince him, you have to answer secret opportunity and family house. After you convince the graph, you come back again and talk with this guy. After talking to him, the richest crab will bring his family, and with this you have finished the mission. Just look how many crabs are in this room. It's beautiful in some way. This is a long mission if you ask me. After you unlock another part of the city, you can enter a dojo. You will see the coach asking for someone named Daichi. Apparently, he isn't going for training, so of course, as a charity offer, you accept to bring him back. You can find it in the noodles shop. He will ask you for many things because he can train without them. First, he will ask you for his sandals, then he will ask you for water, and finally his lucky bandana. The sandals you will find on the beach. The water you can get it from the shops, and the bandana, well, he said because he stumbled, he dropped the bandana and then a fish ate it and finally explodes. You can't search it anymore. But you will end up by giving your own bandana. Dachi don't understand why you do this because he doesn't look himself as a sportsman. You, in the end, you manage to support him, although he's a lazy piece of shit. And he returns to the dojo. You have an option of not giving your bandana. I didn't try this option because I have an intuition that it might finish the mission prematurely, so yeah, give him a bandana please. You will start this mission funny enough by checking all your trophies. You will see one space still empty. When you read it, it says, "Don't trust the bird." You try to talk with the current trophy master, but you receive no answer. Then you go outside. You will find the first guy who played tennis table. Do you remember him? Apparently, they tell you that the master of the trophy went missing, but everything they know that is a cat that master trophies. And the only cat you know is the volcanic village. You know, this cat, but even after talking to her, she doesn't know where exactly she went. If you have explored the whole island, you might notice this empty house with water in it and doesn't have anything interesting to show. Until now. If you go again, in the same house you will find a portal. By entering the portal you will find a true trophy master, Momo. Once you find her, you return the trophy place and Momo will be there. I found it the most interesting thing that the worlds of Google games are connected. I saw this guy from the Valentine's Day and now Momo. Also, I find it ironic that Momo was programming the game the whole time, so when you look through her laptop screen, you will see Loki in it. Crazy. And well, this was all the side quests from the game. Hope you enjoyed and see you next time. See ya!